Okay, Pedro. Today we're going to go over exponential value. Do you remember what we did yesterday with that? Okay. Go ahead and write what you think exponential. Like, give me an example of exponential value. Okay, you're getting really ahead. Did Miss Royce do that? Give you an example like that yesterday? Like a long one? Okay. Let's try this. How about I write one and you give me the exponential value? So I'm going to write an exponent. What do you think that means?
Add 2 more tens.
Write it. Ten times 10. That equals 10 times 10. And what does 10 times 10 equal? 100. Okay, Pedro. What do you see about the pattern, or I should say, about the relationship between the zeros and the exponent?
It's about the zeros that there's 2 of them and you just put them right here. Then that's 1 times 1 equals out 1.
Okay, so you take 1 times 1
equals 1. You put the 0 as equals 100.
Okay, so if we read this, we would say 10 to the second power, or 10 squared. But when we do the problem, we would say 10 times 10. Okay, so you have 1 10 here and the other 10 here. All right, and that equals 100. So what if we put a number in front of that? Because we know this equals 100. What if I said 3 times 10 to the second power? What does that equal?
30.
Try it again. Remember the relationship between the zeros.
$3,000.
3,000. Why are there 3 zeros now?
Because you add these zeros.
Did we do that? Okay. This was correct. What you wrote there. The answer and your understanding was not. Okay. This 10 squared equals 10 times 10. But what did we say it equals?
100.
100. So what you wrote was 3,000. You wrote that 3 times, that should be a times, 10, that was your answer here. That would have been the answer if it was 10 cubed, 10 to the third power. Do you understand that? You see there's a 3 here, and there's 1, 2, 3 zeros. So write the answer what it should be here. Perfect. Good job. Okay, let's erase that now. Let's try that one. it 400? Let's try that again. What's 8 times 1?
8.
8. I'm writing sideways. Finish that. How many zeros should we have?
4.
4 zeros, not 4 digits. Is that what you think it is? It's the same, it matches the amount of digits? No, this is the amount of zeros. So if it's to the 4th power, then you know that there should be 4 zeros at the end here. Okay?
Okay.
So what number is that?
80,000.
80,000. How can we break down this 10 to the 4th power? How else can we write it? If we see it, we know what it is.
We
Here, let me try it for you. And you tell me if it makes sense. How's that? How many 10s do we have?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 10s.
And there's 4 zeros.
And there's 4 zeros. And the exponent is 4. Do you see that? So if this said 8 times 10 times 10 times 10
equals 80,000.
it would equal 80,000. You get that? We can do this in math. But when we do it like this, we don't have to do as much writing. It saves us time. That's why we multiply. Because multiplication is just what? Repeat. What's that word?
Repeat.
Addition. Right? Isn't that repeat addition? So in math we have a lot of shortcuts that try to make things go quicker. Okay? So let's go ahead and try. I'm going to give you a problem. We're going to do this because this is what we did yesterday. Okay? And say hold on there. Hold on. How are these the same? Fix one of them. Which one needs to get fixed? Remember, look at the relationship. Good. Look at the relationship between the exponent and the number of zeros at the end. Good job. Count the number of zeros. Make sure it's right. Great. So what happens as the exponent goes up by 1? What happens to the amount of zeros?
They get more.
They increase by?
Adding.
They increase by how many? 30.
300.
No, okay. Let me rephrase that. You have 1 0 here.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So each time it increases by how many zeros?
5.
No, increases means it goes up by how many?
1.
1. It goes up by 1 0. And really, in truth, yeah, that's a trick for a way for us to remember it. But really, this means that 30 times 10 is 300. 30 times 10 is 30. I'm sorry, 300 times 10. Oh, wait, you got the wrong number of zeros here. Try this one again. Try it again. Look at the number of zeros. How many zeros do you have?
4.
How many should you have?
4.
Look at it.
3.
Where's your comma? Good. Okay. 30, 300, 3,000, 30,000, and 300,000. Remember when we did the place value chart and we said this number is 10 times as much as, and this number is 10 times as much as, okay? Well, that's what it is. 300 is 10 times as much as 30. 3,000 is 10 times as much as 300. Yeah, except when I put them on the place value chart, I had the small number at the very end, and then the larger, and then they go up times 10.
Times 10.
So don't get confused if you see that again, okay? The bigger number is always 10 times as much as the smaller one. Okay?